Hi, and welcome to the Saturday Night Sleepover podcast. I'm your host, Charli, and I started this podcast because I'm good at two things. One, making friends, and two, telling stories. So you get to participate in that by listening. Welcome to the sleepover. It's Saturday night. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Saturday Night Sleepover. There's something going on with this audio setup that I've never used before, so bear with me while I get it figured out. Today's guest is my sister, Marissa. Welcome to the show, Marissa.
Thank you.
She's been a longtime listener, but a couple weeks ago, she
was talking to my feet, and my feet told me I needed to come on the show. Also, I'm really curious because everybody says our voices are the same, so I wonder if your listeners really believe that I'm here, or if they think you're talking to yourself because you couldn't get a guest.
They probably think that I'm listening to myself because I couldn't get a guest. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Okay, that makes it peak.
So I think they should tell you if we have the same voice or not. But also my tongue is swollen, so it sounds a little weird.
I've been telling people about, because we recently went on a trip to surprise our mom for her birthday. And so I've been showing everyone the video of you jumping out of a box. And
you have a video of that?
Yeah, I do.
You should show everyone else, but not me.
Oh, do you want to see it?
Okay.
I'll show it
Tell
to
me
you.
about it.
I'll show it to you, but I gotta get this figured out. It's stressing me out, this audio.
I think it's just me and I talk really loud.
I don't know. It's this machine. I'm not used to it.
Don't do that one.
I'm not gonna do that one.
There's an echo on here and it sounds really cool. I think we should do it for just a second.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I've been showing people this video of you jumping out of a box, and when I'm like, oh, I went and surprised my mom, I have this cute video you want to see, so I show people and they're like, oh my gosh, you and your sister sound exactly alike. I'm gonna pull it up for you just so
okay, yeah, because I do want to see what this is like I have my perspective what it was like, but now I'm going to see the video and be like, oh wow, that's not what I thought happened.
No, you know? It looks exactly like real life.
Yeah, I know, but your perception of real life is never real until you see it, and then you're like, wow, that's really what it looked like from the back.
There you go, push play.
Okay, push play.
I'm hiding, and my mom doesn't know I'm there yet.
That's pretty incredible. The moment that your mom has a heart attack, you got it on video. That's cool.
Yeah. So I took a video of it, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, your voice sounds exactly the same.
I know, they're gonna think that you're talking to yourself right now.
Yeah, maybe they will. We tried to use the Bentonville library, but we didn't take the makerspace class yet, so we are illegally using a study room for this.
Yeah, but I think it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay because they're free to use for whoever. I wonder if I can get a Bentonville library card.
Yeah, why not? You can also give them my address. Who cares?
The law.
Do they really?
I don't know.
You did live with me for a while.
Yeah, I did.
Do you have old bills from back then when you had my address on them?
No, I don't think so.
But you can also pay the $30 fee or whatever to have that library card.
Yeah, but I already pay for Fayetteville, and if I'm going to pay for a library, I'll pay for Fayetteville.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Because I already pay. Well, allegedly, I pay for Benton County taxes, so my taxes should go towards this.
I don't know how it works. I know if I go to Rogers, I have to pay. And are they? I don't know. Anyway, I don't think your listeners care.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But Fayetteville, if you live in Northwest Arkansas and you have to pay for a library, pay for the Fayetteville one. That's what I have learned as a library connoisseur.
Yeah.
If you don't have to pay for it, sign up for it wherever it is, because that's important too.
Yeah. my worst fear is coming true. I'm like, I don't know what we're going to talk about. And we're talking about library cards.
Yeah. That's what the show is about. Don't be scared. It's
I'm not
fine.
scared. They're just going to be like, this is like the most boring episode ever.
No, it's not.
We talked about library cards for 45 minutes.
People who like to talk to me like to talk about library cards, so it's totally fine.
Okay.
We could talk about your hair and how your dreams got shattered on the way to the library today.
I don't believe it, actually. But we can talk about your hair too. But also, I don't know if your listeners care.
They do. They want to hear about. Okay, so for today, I tried to do my hair, and randomly, I have all these baby hairs came up. So I was going to talk about my baby hairs and how I don't know why they're growing, but they are. And Marissa, she has had this theory that she's turning Irish.
I'm not turning Irish. I have Scottish heritage, and my hair's turning red. Mm-hmm. So like. My Scottish heritage is being able to be presented because I have red hair now.
And I told her that it's that she dyed her hair and that the undertones of the red dye are stuck to her hair follicles. And then I had a very scientific explanation from my friend who dyed hair and styled hair and worked in the hair industry for 15 years, explained it to her, and I thought it might have shattered her dreams, but it hasn't yet.
It's not. It's a reality. You can't shatter a reality. I'm Scottish. I mean, I'm partly Scottish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess we both are, but I think that your red hair comes out of box.
It's possible, but the box was like dark brown dye.
Yeah.
And this is like vibrant, bright orange hair. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. It's okay. But I'll let you believe that your hair's turning red because, well, she believes this because her dad told her that her hair turns red and then it's gonna turn white. And then I got really jealous actually because I
white hair.
I would rather have white hair than salt and pepper hair.
Oh, that's true. But it is a thing. I think that my pigment is fading from my hair because I've had dark brown hair my entire life and I don't anymore. Mm-hmm. The pigment is fading because otherwise the red wouldn't come through because it would be dark.
I wish Casey was here. I feel like she would tell us about perimenopause.
Possibly. Either that or I'm Scottish, but it doesn't really matter. I have red hair and I need to embrace it rather than trying to braid it and pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So I'm embracing my red hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that you should not try to pretend that it doesn't exist. I think that's the wrong way to handle it.
Probably. It also takes a lot of courage to like carry bright red hair.
No, I did it before. I dyed my hair like pretty much like fire engine red. Well, not fire engine red.
You didn't do it on purpose.
No, I did a dark brown, and that was like so dark brown that it was like with red undertones.
But then your hair turned orange at one point, but I thought that was not on purpose.
No, my hair did turn orange, and it was not on purpose, and that was because I was going through something, and I decided to bleach my hair. If you ever have a friend that bleaches their hair, they're going through something, and you need to check on them.
Yeah. That's probably what people think when they see me walking down the road. She's going through something. I get that remark. They're like, wow, your hair. It's so nice. Yeah, it's the nice of whenever someone gets a bad haircut and you don't know what to say.
Yeah.
So
well, I guess you could dye it or
get highlights. Like restart the cycle again. Apparently, I don't know.
Unless you got
embrace
highlights.
It and pretend it exists.
Yeah, embrace it and pretend it exists because it's happening.
Anyway, your listeners don't care about my hair.
I think they do.
Maybe
they're gonna text me and tell me they care about your hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
One day they will.
Maybe.
And I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
You also are doing like weird like doctor therapy with like people in Turkey.
I am.
You want to talk about that?
I could talk about it. It's really interesting. It's based on somatic therapy. So I am before I had kids and homeschooled and became a teacher, I was a psychologist. And so I've studied a lot of theories of counseling, and this one is the coolest one I've ever heard of. It's based on somatic symptoms and like listening to your body and the how it's presenting different symptoms and understanding it better. So in order to like understand the theory better, I've been volunteering as case study like material, I guess, or like a candidate for case studies of people who are going through the training so they practice on me. And it gives me an idea of how it works. And it's really cool. But they are from like other places in the world. So it's usually at like 3 a.m. And it's really.
You wake up at 3 a.m.
I do, to talk to these people in other places in the world. And then they do things like have me talk to my feet. And then my feet tell me things. Mm-hmm. Like I need to be on your podcasting show. So, yeah. I don't know. That sums it up, I think.
Well, one time I did have a conversation with my armpits.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
What did you tell them?
Well, it was when I was detoxing from antiperspirant deodorant, and that's like really not for the lighthearted.
No.
When you do it, you have to like really be committed and decide. I was having this discussion with our sister Amanda
at the store. Detoxing?
Well, she was considering it. And I told her it's not for the faint of heart. She's like, well, I've got this or it's like non-aluminum kind. And I said, well, is it still antiperspirant? Because if it's antiperspirant, it's still doing the thing.
Is native antiperspirant?
I don't think so. I would have to look it up.
Okay.
But I don't think it is. The reason why she said she bought it at Ross. And it was like cheaper than regular, and that's why she got it instead of because people don't buy things.
So I'm telling you, like if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. So like I was at the store and I saw this like clay that was this detoxing clay, and I'm like, I have to get that. I'm like, I don't know why I have to get that, but your body's like, you have to get that. So I got it, and then like I read about it, I was like, oh, this is for like people who are like getting off of deodorant. I was like, that's weird because I have no desire to do that because I don't want to stink. And like I sweat a lot, and it's Arkansas and you sweat a lot. But then I started having dreams, and my body told me through the dreams, you got to get off deodorant. But I'm telling you, you're at the store and you buy this thing, you're like, why the heck did I buy this? But you're like, I need it. It's weird. It's a weird phenomenon, but that's what happened. I bought the clay, and then I had 3 dreams, separate dreams, that my body was telling me to throw my deodorant away. It was crazy. Your guys are going to think I'm a crazy person. I promise I'm not crazy. I just talk to my feet and have dreams about deodorant. Anyway, I did. I was like, okay, dude, I'm going to do this. I did the detoxing, but I only did it in November. I'm like, I'm going to wait till it cools down.
Yeah.
And then if I don't make it, like if by like June comes and it starts to get hot and I still stink, I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
But you do it and you're like, oh, you feel so much better. Like it feels better that you don't care you stink.
Yeah.
And I actually really care that I stink.
Yeah.
But
I do really care that when I stink too. I think it's like embedded in my brain for whatever reason. But when I did it, it was because my armpits just like would hurt. I couldn't go to sleep because my armpits hurt. And I was like, why do they hurt? And I was like, well, I guess it's time to change my deodorant. And lucky for me, I did it in 2020 when the COVID that made you stop smelling was around.
Oh. And also you're not doing anything but living in your house.
Yes. So I did it in 2020 when I had COVID. And then whenever my smell came back after COVID, like I smelled so bad. I was keeping myself up at night. That's what I told. And I told our sister this. I was like, it's not for the faint of heart. She's like, it's not for me right now. She's like, I'll take that on another time in my life.
I don't know, man. I think there's something in it that your body rejects.
Well, yeah, because it's poisoning your body. Yeah. If for those of you who don't know how antiperspirant works, it's and why it's horrible to detox off of it is that it closes your pores in your armpits. And so all of the toxins that have been like you're supposed to get the toxins out of your body through your pores and through your sweat. And since your pores have been closed for however long you've been using antiperspirant deodorant, all of that toxic load has just like built up your entire life. And so then when you stop for like 2 weeks, it's fine. And every time somebody's like, oh, I've been doing it for 2 weeks. It's been fine. I'm like, wait till week 3. I'm telling you, week 3 is the worst. And then week 3, you smell so bad and there's nothing you could do about it. You just have to take a bunch of showers. One time it was like after COVID, and I still didn't have smell, but Colton had smell. And he was like, when was the last time you took a shower? And I was like, this morning. He's like, I think you should go take another one. Like, it was so bad.
Wow. So then you had a talking to with your armpits.
Yeah. So I at that point, time in my life, I think it was maybe like a year later, I was still having smelly sweat and there was nothing I could do about it. It maybe took me probably like a year and a half before I fully like felt like I wasn't gonna smell bad.
Yeah.
But in that year and a half, I went to a float spa, which is like where you get sensory deprivation or whatever, and you're in Epsom salts and you float, and so it's like supposed to be close to being in utero or whatever. Anyway, so you can like talk to your body.
I'm so glad people are starting to think I'm less crazy.
People get it. They're fine.
So you talk to your body.
I did. So I talked to my armpits and I was like, bro, we gotta have a talk. Like, I can't be smelling like this forever. Can we just do something? Can you just get rid of whatever you're getting rid of? And then it eventually, maybe a little bit later, stopped smelling bad.
You called your armpits bro?
Yeah.
Are they men?
They smelled like it.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's when I talk to my armpits. Sometimes I don't know. Or like usually it's like when I'm floating. Or have you ever done it before?
Floated?
Yeah.
Not in a place like that.
I think you would like it. There's a place in Fayetteville.
Maybe
I've done it there before, and like usually it's like before I get in, I'll like say things, or like sometimes whenever I take a shower or something and I'm washing my body, I'll be like, "Thank you, hands. Thank you, legs."
Yeah, that's a good idea. Express gratitude. That's a good idea.
I'll clean you. Thank you.
I've been like, since I've started this, it's like a muscle to exercise to like just be like really super aware of all of the sensations on your body. Because it's not, usually we tune them out because we're like too busy living life. And you're not like, what are my fingers doing right now? Except now the listeners are all like, wow, what are my fingers doing right now? Anyway, when I wake up in the morning, I'll take like, I don't usually push snooze because it just makes me like groggy if I do that. Like it's better for me to get up. But I'm like, I'm push snooze one time and I'm going to spin the like, I think that's 7 minutes on my phone. I'm going to spend that 7 minutes just like feeling every part of my body before I wake up. And it's been a good practice for like 7 minutes. And then it goes off and I'm like, okay, now I'm going to get up. But it's like you wake up and it like resets your mind to be that way.
Have you ever done it before you go to bed?
Yeah. Like it helps you sleep.
Yeah. Have you done progressive muscle relaxation before?
Like when you just tighten it and then you loosen it up. I think I've done it in training, but I always thought it was weird. It never really fit with me. Just like hypnosis stuff doesn't fit with me either, because processing language is hard for me. So like if someone's talking to me and trying to like guide me through a meditation or whatever, I get lost in like the processing and I don't ever get the benefit. So I think that's similar because it was someone guiding me through it and they're like, now do your fist and now do this. And like, I'm busy like trying to process what they're saying in my body. Like I'm not connecting to my body.
Well, did you just do it yourself?
I could. I haven't tried that.
You should try it yourself because you might like it better.
Yeah, I think so. If I'm telling it, not having to process an outside source.
Yeah. At the flow place, they also have this light that you like close your eyes and it flashes lights. It's kind of...
It's like UFO.
Yeah,
kind of. That's what happens when the aliens come in my room. I'm just kidding. Why do you need someone flashing a light in your face?
It like makes your eyes relax or whatever, and then sometimes like puts you in like a really like meditative space. So if you do it before you go and float, then you're more connected to your body.
Oh, that's interesting. No, I've never done that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know.
See, I'm.
Flashlights in my eyes.
No, you should go to the place.
I was trying to like meditate.
You should go to the place.
Maybe. I don't know. The whole like, I don't like public pools, and like the idea of like floating in a tub that like some other person is in before me is not ideal.
I think they like clean it.
They drain all the water.
Yeah, like
is it a bathtub?
once every once in a while.
No, unless it's like right before I get in, not happening.
I don't think they drain it every single time, but they drain it and they clean it.
The person before you wasn't like really gross.
They make you shower.
Do they watch you shower? Because then I'm not
no,
going
but
either.
you sign an agreement saying that you'll shower and that you won't.
Okay, I signed that agreement at the public pool too, and guess what? I don't shower.
Well, they have your own private shower right there, right before you do it. I shower before I go in there.
That's great.
I bet other people do too.
I don't know if they do. The whole time I'll be like, who else floated in this pool, and what did they leave in here? Did they go to the bathroom in here?
You also have to sign a contract saying you won't
go to the bathroom in there. What if they have to go and they're like,
because there's a bathroom in the room. You just go.
There are bathrooms at public pools too, and somehow people just don't get the message. I'm gonna ruin it for you. We're gonna stop talking or ruin it for you.
I actually don't like public pools. Are more gross to me because I know about public pools more than most people.
Yeah, I know. You and your like skin cells filter.
Yeah, there's literally a room with skin cells that is full of it.
In a bathtub.
You know, public pools are bad, but splash pads are the worst. Do not take your kids to a splash pad.
What could get in the little, because they have holes in the ground.
Yeah.
What gets in that hole?
Are you sure you want to know?
Well, I mean, I don't go to splash pads. So.
Do you take your kids to splash pads?
I used to, but they're kind of big for it now.
Well, fast forward through this if you don't want to hear about splash pads. Kids go with poopy diapers. And then the water washes down there, and then there's bacteria that gets in it, and it will if it gets in your eyes, ears, or mouth, it will go into your brain and you will die.
Wow, but they chlorinate it.
It sometimes there's like chlorine resistant stuff. Wow. Or the chlorinator's broken or something like that. Or since the water's at a certain temperature, do they have deaths from splash pads? Yes. There was one like recently in Arkansas.
In our area of Arkansas?
No, in the Little Rock area.
But they also have flood bringing in amoebas and stuff. It could happen anywhere.
Yeah, but it's most likely going to happen at a splash pad.
I'm going to Google how many people died at a splash pad.
Once you I learned about it and how easy it is, because the babies play with their poopy diapers in the splash pad, and then it goes through the closed system, and then it comes back out. It's bad. Don't do it. Don't take your kids to splash pads. I would rather put in a splash pad at my house than a pool, though.
Oh yeah.
If I had kids.
Why?
Because then your kids get to play, and it's cheaper for one. For two, than a full size pool, and then for two, you don't have to I don't know, it's not as much space. You can do other things with that space. You can't really do other things with a pool.
Yeah. You
could have a fire pit on it in the winter or whatever.
Yeah. I've seen ones, I remember, not that I've ever wanted a pool, but the idea of it, I think because when I bought my house, we pulled the permit and it had a permit to have a pool in the back. And I was like, how would that work? Because our house is on a hill and there's just no place to put a pool. But I was just looking what would that look like? And they do have pools that you push a button and they come up out of the ground, and then you push a button and they go back down, and then they're small circular pools. They're above ground pools. Mm-hmm. But then it is a concrete patio.
I did think about doing a stock tank pool in my backyard.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I thought about doing, because it's cheaper than both options of the splash pad.
Oh, totally. Except they rust out, I heard.
Yeah, but it's only it's less than $1,000 or whatever.
Yeah, you just get another.
So or just don't do it the next year.
Yeah, no, I've seen that. I think that's cool. I think there's enough water around us. We just go to creeks.
Yeah.
I stopped going to the splash pads mostly because the creeks were cooler. Mm-hmm. We're just kind of a creek family, not really a splash pad.
But then there's snakes.
Yeah, but apparently you're more likely to die from a bacteria in your brain from a poopy diaper than a snake bite.
Yeah, probably. That's probably true.
And there's also snakes at splash pads. There's snakes everywhere.
I don't like snakes.
I know. There's snakes in your attic.
I know.
So bad. There's no escaping it.
Snakes on a plane. Snakes in my attic.
I think snakes are one of those things that people either are cool with or like they're really not cool with.
I'm just like,
there's not in between.
I just don't. I feel really bad for people who are not snake people and then they get a snake kid.
Oh yeah, that wants it as a pet.
Yeah.
You should feel bad for people who are not dog people, and then we get a dog kid. That's me. And then we end up with 2 stinky guinea pigs.
You should tell the story about Hank.
What if your listener's a lady who gave me Hank? She'll be mad.
I already told the story on the podcast. So.
Your listener's like, I don't want to hear it again.
But they can hear from you. It's better from you.
I have a daughter. She is 6 now, but she has always loved animals. Except for when Charli lived with us, she was a little terrified of Doug, but she got used to it. In fact, let me tell you this. I told her today, it's like, hey, I'm going to go hang out with Aunt Charli. And she's like, Aunt Charli, I want to come. I was like, we're not going to her house. We're going to go to the library. She's like, oh, I still want to see her, but I want to go see Doug because it's been months since I've seen Doug and I miss him so much. That was her tone of voice and everything. So I'm like, okay, we'll figure out a time you can go visit Doug.
Well, she popped out of the house right before you came out of the house. And I was like, oh, hey. And I rolled the window down. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, just saying hi.
Yeah. She did want to say hi to you, but she mostly wants to say hi to Doug. Mm-hmm. I mean, maybe equally. Anyway, she's always loved animals. And so I'm like, this is part of who she is. She needs an animal. We are not an animal people. I have chickens. They live in the backyard. They do not enter my house. And they give us eggs. But like, she needs an animal that she can cuddle because you can't really cuddle chickens. Some people do, but not our chickens. They're not cuddleable. Oh, well, we have a Silky, and he's cuddleable, but she still lives outside. So I'm like, I got to get her a pet because it's part of her identity. She needs to like lean into this. So I went online to Facebook, and you can get on a page where people want to rehome their pets that they regret buying. And I'm like, I'm going to get a free pet this way. And then maybe like, it'll be easy. I want something in a cage. So the first thing that popped up was a guinea pig. And I'm like, yeah, this fits the bill. He's cute. He has a cage and he's free. So I go to the lady. I'm like, this is great. I don't know much about guinea pigs. I've never had one. And I didn't realize that guinea pigs should not live to be 13 years old. However, she's like, I got this when my son was her age and he's going off to college. And in my brain, like, cool, 13-year-old guinea pig, no big deal. 13-year-old guinea pig's like 150-year-old human years guinea pig. Like, this guinea pig probably should have been dead, but he wasn't. And so I bring him home to a little girl who's 5 years old, excited to have a guinea pig, wants to love and nurture this guinea pig. And this guinea pig only lasts 3 days in our home and he dies. Like one day, my daughter is like, I think Hank is sleeping and he won't wake up. And I'm like, oh no. And she was devastated. Her first pet ever died after 3 days from her excessive loving. But she was kind. She was like not a mean loving. It was just like way more loving than a 150-year-old guinea pig should ever have. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, shoot, now we have a guinea pig cage and a daughter who wants guinea pigs. And now I just got to go buy a guinea pig. So I go to the store. I'm like, can I buy a guinea pig? Well, the lady there is like, well, you can buy 1 guinea pig, but guinea pigs are herd animals. And if you don't buy 2 of them, you're a terrible person. So would you like to buy 1 guinea pig and be a terrible person? Or do you want to buy 2 guinea pigs and be a loving, kind person? And so I'm like, fine, give me 2 guinea pigs. So I take 2 guinea pigs home. And now we have 2 stinking guinea pigs. And they're actually very stinky.
Does she bathe them?
I don't think you're supposed to because of the fur. Mm-hmm. So no.
I suppose they could go outside too.
I wanted to, but they're actually very sensitive to heat and cold. These are not the pet for me. I did think about like, let's put these things outside next to the chickens. No, they can only live between. And also I thought about the garage, but that won't work either. They have to be like around 70 degrees year round, like basically in your house. We're stuck with these things.
Or you could ship them to their cousins in Hawaii.
Oh, I could, but I don't think that would go over well.
Because it's always 70 degrees there and they can live outside there.
That's true. Maybe I could just smuggle them on the plane as my support animals. I don't know. Anyway.
I'm for it.
I'm a proud owner of guinea pigs, 2 of them. At least I'm a good person.
You also are the most sought after ukulele teacher in all of Northwest Arkansas.
True. I think you just met somebody who liked me.
No, I'm convinced.
One person who knew me.
I'm convinced.
I don't think that's true.
I think it is true. Well, how many other ukulele teachers are there?
Well, there may not be any, so there you
go.
So
you are the most sought after.
I think you met one person who knew me. And this is actually like a small community, so it's not a big thing.
What do you like about being a ukulele teacher?
It's my Scottish heritage. It's my joy in making community with music. And so a lot of times kids who take music lessons, they learn the technique of it and they learned the like perfect performance of it and how to do it perfectly. But it kind of sucks the joy out of learning music sometimes. And so I love those students who come in and they're like, oh, I have to come to this music lesson, but I'm not excited about it. Because I find, especially the ukulele, but lots of instruments, just the process of making music is such a joyful, connective experience. And so, kind of changing their mindset to recognize this is like something really cool that I can do with other people, and we can have like this really cool connection together, playing together, and feel like there's just a human nature component of needing to be connected to other people. And music is one way that I feel like you can do that so naturally and easily. And so it's teaching kids to find this joy in making music. And ukulele is so accessible. So I love all of that about it. So kids come in and maybe they're not as excited, but after a couple of weeks working with them, they just love music. And what greater gift can you give someone than just a love of something?
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
When I do music, I don't feel the connected. I just feel the hard work.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's this little thing that Charli pointed out. She's like, anytime it goes red, that means you're too loud. And I told her, like, I think I need this in my life all the time because I'll just like make loud grunting noises, and I think I need something to like flash and be like, you're being too loud. That might be the librarian out there that's staring at me. That's also that red line. Anyway. How are you, my sister, and say that?
I just feel like it's hard work, and I feel scared and nervous to do it the whole time. I never get enjoy. Karaoke is different because it's not about playing music.
That's it. It's about making music.
And I feel like it's something that I know how to do well. I wouldn't say really well, just well. I was going to say really well.
I don't think anybody karaoke's really well.
Yes, I got to take you to my karaoke group because there actually are people that karaoke very well.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, I think so.
The computer just died.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. It didn't die. It just went out. There, like, you wait till you go to karaoke with my friends because my friends do it really well.
Okay. I mean, I'm glad that they do it well, but that's not the point. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like that feeling of music of I'm just going to do it because I love it. That's it. You just got to have that for everything.
Yeah, I don't.
That's because you're not as Scottish as I am. I do. I think it's like a Scottish, and it's not just Scottish. It's actually Scottish Irish. That's my heritage because we were Scottish that lived in Ireland. But there's something magical about that culture, about the way that they make music, and it's like this community making of music rather than I'm gonna like create something that's perfect and present it to you. That's what like we do in our culture, and it's not my thing. I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like being that perfect performer and presenting something to you. I want to make music with you. And that's why people don't like to see me perform because I make them connect and they don't want to. They want to just sit and take in. They don't want to be part of it. Mm-hmm. So that's why I like little kids who want to make music with me because they don't mind that. And we're going to do it. We're going to karaoke. Just think karaoke. I'm sorry. That was red again. I'm very loud. I apologize. Anyway, music is magical. It's a magical way of connecting to people.
I know it's magical, but I am not confident enough in my skills in order to be magic.
It's not about being good. It's about being real.
I feel confident enough in karaoke that I can do a good job. But singing, and that's why I'm not like constantly stressed about doing a good job. So because singing is easy for me.
And singing is your music.
Yeah, but I work really hard and I can play the saw.
You can. Absolutely. And also like that's the like whole thing you got to drop. That's you're the kid who's like I don't like piano because they have to do it perfectly.
I don't have to do it perfectly. I just have to do a good job and I don't think I could do a good job.
Well, I don't like piano because I have to do a good job. When I'm like it's not about doing a good job. It's about just making music.
No. It's about doing a good job.
But then I'm a terrible musician because I don't do a good job. I just present my real self.
You do a good job because you've practiced enough. And it's easy for you to do a good job.
I don't know if that's true.
It is true.
I think that I just give what I have to give. And probably in the only place in my life that it's just so easy for me just to be who I am and say, this is it. There's no filter. You just give, and then it's great no matter what you give. Because the people who get up and do karaoke, and you're like, this lady cannot sing, she can't hit a single note, but she's given it all, and you're like, that was amazing.
Mm-hmm. I always cheer those people on more.
I know, because they are giving that gift of music, and that is beautiful no matter what it sounds like.
Yeah. But I feel like you can really do a bad.
Not if you're giving everything you have. Then it's beautiful no matter what you give.
Well, I have played with your 12-year-old son before, and he does a bad job of playing at the saw right now because he hasn't practiced enough.
It's true. The technique is bad, and technical sound is bad. Also, we're talking about the saw, okay? Even a really good saw player doesn't sound that good. I'm so sorry, Dad, if you listen to this, but it's true. It sounds like kind of a dying cow.
It sounds cool.
It's cool, but it also there's only so far you're gonna make it sound good, which is why you just have to give it authentically, because then it's gonna be beautiful.
I know, but you have to be able to play it in order to make the magic music. You have to be able to do it.
So you have to strum the strings on a ukulele. And so to make noise from a saw is harder because you have to find that spot that it reverberates.
And you have to be able to hear it. And you have to be able to practice enough to follow along with the song. Otherwise you're in dissonance.
Yes. And I would say that about the karaoke singer too. If she can't, or he can't carry a tune and they're just monotoning the whole thing, but if they're giving their whole heart, it's still beautiful.
Because your 12-year-old son is giving his whole heart to it, but he hasn't practiced at all, and so it just
he also doesn't carry a tune very well.
But it's okay. It's okay as long as I told him he needs to start with a kazoo. Because he has to be able to know what the song is before he just rips on the saw and throws everybody else off.
Yeah. Maybe.
That's how I feel about it.
I know.
Maybe that's a hot take.
No, I just think that music is not about the product. It's the process. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
The process of making music together. Who cares what it sounds like?
I do. When I practice my saw, I go in my room by myself and don't let anybody see.
That is not Scottish, Irish. You're very American.
Okay.
So am I. But I can pretend to be something. Who knows?
With your...
with my flaming red hair.
I mean, identity is helpful in labeling parts of your life. So,
well, I think my friends have taught me this, that there's not a lot of heritage that we have as an American culture.
Mm-hmm.
We can't pull on these ancient traditions that have been passed down. So sometimes we have to go back to our origin, our country of origin, in order to find those things and find connection with things that are meaningful, because it was lost when so many immigrants came over and assimilated. They lost a lot of that, and there is value in that. And I do think, maybe I'm not Scottish, and maybe my hair is because it came from a box and it's fading or whatever. But what I do think is recognizing that there is something different about the way that I make music than everyone I've ever seen, except for Irish people. And I see it in them, and I can identify and be like, oh, I make music like that. Mm-hmm. That's the way I make music. And I can feel connected to it, and it can be meaningful. And it makes me feel like, oh, I do belong somewhere, because I definitely do not belong with the perfect performers who perfect a piece of music and present it to you. Because that's never going to be me. I belong with the Pete Seegers who show up and say, we're going to sing together. And he tried to rock the world, and the world didn't want him to be rocked, because they were like, we don't like that. And he died trying to fight for that cause. And if he was in Ireland, it would be a different story.
Okay.
I really love Pete Seeger.
I can tell.
He's like my spirit person that I'm like, I get you, man. Nobody else did, but I did.
Maybe you're Pete Seeger reincarnated.
Maybe, but I mean, I'm not a dude, so I don't know. But Pete Seeger played the banjo, and that's actually my heart, is my banjo.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite part about playing the banjo?
I think that it's a joyful instrument. The ukulele is joyful too, and that's also why I'm drawn to it. But like, you can't play a sad song on the banjo. It doesn't sound sad. It's just joyful. And there's just also, I think it's not a perfect instrument. Like, it's a joke. And all the bluegrass jams I play with, like, I'll tune up and they're like, "Why are you bothering to tune that thing?" Right? In a joking way. Like, you raise your eyebrows, like, they're so mean to you. It's like a joke. It's like, ha ha, your banjo is going to be out of tune no matter what you do, because it always sounds a little twangy and a little bit off, because it's a banjo. So it's kind of fighting against that, like, music needs to be perfect kind of thing, in a very subtle way, because nothing's going to make this instrument sound perfectly pristine. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to sound a little twingy and wonky. That's what makes it beautiful.
I'm here for it.
I am too.
I like that. I once upon a time, before my Tai Chi class, I think I told you this already, we moved Tai Chi locations, and the new location that we go to is like at a park that's kind of further down a country road than you would usually go. And so the first time we all went there, we're like, what is further down on that road? And I was like, I don't know, guys, banjos?
Probably.
That's my one banjo joke.
Yeah. No, banjos are so good. I have a friend who told me this, and I believe it, because I think the same way. Like, if you hear a song and it has a banjo in it, you're like, this is going to be a good song.
Really?
Yes. Listen to your music, and like, when you hear the banjo, you're like, this is going to be a good song.
When the banjos were like having their moment in like 2013 with like Mumford and Sons and stuff, it was not my favorite time of music. I'm sorry to break your heart.
There's a button down here that says booing, and I'm going to push it. That has sound effects, and I think that was appropriate.
Yeah, I am happy to oblige. I think it really helped the you express your emotions.
Oh man, no! Anytime I hear on the radio, like, if it has I feel the same way about a mandolin. Like, the little bit of mandolin in the background, it just makes a song.
Okay. I don't know what makes a song for me. It's not a banjo.
Apparently.
I guess maybe like a fun. Oh, not even just fun, because I like other songs too. I don't know what it is that connects me to a song. I'll have to do my homework and figure it out.
You will, but you can like just hear it like within a few seconds. You're like, oh, this is gonna be a good song.
Because Colton has a very different taste in music than I do. Mainly that he doesn't like it.
He doesn't like music at all?
He likes music, but only in certain settings. Most of the time it overstimulates him.
Yeah, I get that. There's people in my life that happens to.
But he, he thinks that all my songs put him to sleep. And so, like, he'll be asleep in the car and I'll put my music on.
Okay, that man falls asleep anywhere, so he really cannot say that.
I know, but I'll put my music on while he's asleep, and then he'll like wake up and he'll be like, I don't know how you're not falling asleep to this stuff.
Because you just literally woke up to it. And that, I'm telling you, that's Colton's superpower. He can sleep anywhere.
Yeah, that is true.
So, like,
he slept on the front row of NASCAR once.
Oh my gosh. Those race cars are putting you to sleep, man.
They did. If I didn't maybe he has narcolepsy. It's very possible. You'll be in the middle of talking to him and he'll go to sleep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can't say your music puts him to sleep. There's no evidence to suggest this.
Well,
I know what music you listen to and it does not put people to sleep.
He thinks it does.
Yeah. Anyway, no, that's not a thing. Not a thing. You have to think about, like, when you hear a song and you've never heard it before, but you hear something and you're like, this is going to be good.
I don't have an answer.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Wow. Well, then you should take mine. Banjo.
I'll borrow yours for a while
until you figure it out. And then tell your listeners what it is when you figure it out.
Okay.
And until then, it's going to be banjo. I'm sorry. You're going to like the song. It's going to be good. Just trust it.
Okay. I mean, banjo's not bad. I do like banjo music. I just
When you think of banjo music, you're thinking like a really specific kind of music, though.
No.
I'm talking like normal songs on the radio that you're like, oh, this is going to be good because it has a banjo in it. And you wouldn't expect it to be in there.
Like what?
Like Taylor Swift. She puts banjos in there sometimes. Like that was older stuff. But she's like one of the more popular people who put banjos in there. I don't know because I don't know names of songs or people. I just listen to Spotify and let it choose the music for me. But like I also listen to a lot of Jesus music. Like worship music is my life. And like if there's a worship song and then it has who are the people? But there's one that just came on and it was so good. And I was like, it's gonna be good because there's a banjo in it. And it was really, really good. Like this is a good song.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it's a worship song that has a banjo in it, then it's really gonna be good.
I just thought about your Spotify account and how you didn't used to have one, but you did have an Alexa, and then your son was like maybe like 11 or 12, and he would get so mad because he just wanted to listen to the Lego Movie soundtrack, but it kept like playing random like off-brand Lego.
I know. So finally he figured out how to set up his own free account. But now my daughter, she's figured out how to hook her Alexa to my Spotify account. And she's messing up my algorithms. I have all my algorithms and they were all good with good Jesus banjo music, right? And every time it would like just put on good music. But she's listening to K-pop Demon Hunter over and over again. So now I have like these random K-pop songs that pop up in my algorithm. Like, why do you think I want to listen to this? Because my 5 or 6-year-old steals my account.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Maybe one day you'll be able to convince a K-pop
banjo. They don't have banjo in K-pop. I can't like it.
Well, maybe one day they will. Maybe they'll.
I don't think they have any real instruments or human voices in K-pop.
You don't think
it's all auto-tuned.
I mean, the sound has to come from somewhere. You think it's AI voices?
I think it's auto-tuned, which again is sort of AI voices.
Well,
it sounds very synthesized.
Yeah, but like they're like T-Pain. He uses a lot of auto-tune.
So
he did it because he thought it sounded cool, not because he needed it. And he was like he revolutionized the use of auto-tune in that way.
Okay, maybe. I might take it. I mean, you're talking to the person who's like, give me your authentic self in your music. But that's what's beautiful. And then you put on auto-tune, but it's not his real self. It's like a funny chipmunk voice.
Nah, it sounds cooler
than the real thing. You're not going to convince me that like fake music is ever going to be better than the real thing. He was like
on every single song in like the early 2000s. He was very popular.
So was banjos.
Where?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like the real stuff is always going to be better. The live is always going to be better. Like everything's better.
No, not always. Real. In fact, like we went to a concert of a band that blew up on TikTok and had one popular song on TikTok, and so they overnight became like successes and didn't have to spend all their time like touring and getting better being live. They just like made a song, put it out on the internet, and then it blew up. That band like could not hold a concert. Like they had the hardest time. Like the songs didn't sound good. They hadn't like, I mean, they sounded okay. It wasn't terrible, but it was like, you could tell they didn't have as much like stage presence and practice as their openers. Their openers were so much better than them. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting. I don't know. I found out about this dude that lives in Fayetteville that goes and plays concerts in a creek. I'm like, that is where I want to go. I don't want to go to some like choreographed like staged performance. I want to go to a creek with someone who's really singing. That's magic for me.
I can take you to that place.
I do want to go to that place and see the guy who sings in a creek.
It's right off the Ramble.
But I think I just value that more. Like I value like you sing to me, but you don't need to dance in fancy outfits and be like really like performance ready.
Well, your kid is one day going to ask you to take you to a K-pop or a boy band concert.
Maybe she might. Maybe. Well, I mean, I don't know. It depends. But she's 6. Who knows what she's gonna like when she's 12?
She's gonna like it.
Maybe they'll have like Jesus music K-pop. They do that. Force Frank. We'll go to Force Frank. He's like sort of poppy.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go to Force Frank. That'll be good.
Yeah. I don't know. He won't be a thing anymore. He'll be like 50 years old.
Yeah. Well, that seems like a pretty good spot to pause.
Why is that a good spot to pause?
Because is there anything else? No, we're not out of time. We still have more time. But I always like offer, is there anything you wanted to talk about that you didn't get to talk about?
It's just really random. Like, no, we're talking about Forest Spring. Let's like pause.
Yeah. Well, no, maybe I had a bad segue. That happens sometimes.
No, you're fine. No, I'm good. I think I've said everything. My feet. Let me talk to my. No, just kidding. Anyway,
ask your feet.
Yeah,
is there anything else they want to say?
It takes a while, and we don't have the time, so we'll just.
We do have the time. That's why I paused you.
No, you're fine. I don't know of anything.
Okay. Well, you're always invited back on anytime.
Okay, I'll let you
Next time, let's go to the Fayetteville Library.
Yeah.
I better.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't trash a library while I'm in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I won't trash talk this library anymore, but you should go to the Fayetteville Library next time.
Okay.
I'll trash whisper them. Okay. Okay. Until then, love you. Bye.